My last Rambler video was pretty much spent kissing Marvel/Disney's ass over their incredible recent endeavours. This video is going to be spent hating on the Avengers effect, the response to these endeavours by the rest of the superhero genre's main players, i.e. Warner Brothers' Justice League, Fox's X-Men, and Sony's Amazing Spider-Man. So far, the whole idea of movie continuity has stayed in the superhero genre, even though there's nothing saying it can't be used to a less extravagant degree in any other genre, like having a side character from one movie be the star of another. Oh wait, I'll begin with the X-Men since I hate this one the least. In fact, I kinda think this one's pretty good overall. Good, not great. It's actually kind of funny. X-Men 1 was released in 2000, which could be credited for the reintroduction of superhero movies in the 21st century, which led to the whole MCU project being developed, and now the original trendsetters have become the followers. They've still been building on the same world they started with back then, however they're certainly not against ignoring or even rewriting their own history as shown with Days of Future Past. I literally had a mindfuck moment with that final scene. And for the most part they seem to be bogged down with Wolverine as the most important guy in every movie he's in, including 2 solo movies of his own. I mean, yes, he's the fan favourite, but apart from Professor X and Magneto getting their own origin story movie, all the other main mutants have been kept in the group films. And barely then. Future plans for now will see a couple more X-Men group films, Wolverine 3, so they're actually acknowledging Origins as canon in the title for now, and of course a Deadpool movie starring Ryan Reynolds in the role again. Even though Days of Future Past would have also altered Origin somehow, and thus the silenced Deadpool we saw from that movie, so Origins couldn't be canon anyway, so fuck continuity. The Justice League series have only released 1 film so far in Man of Steel, so I can't really say much other than that movie stunk. But the way Warner Brothers are going on about not only having Batman in the next Superman movie, but also stuff with Wonder Woman and Cyborg, I can tell you that they are moving way too fast on this. The joy of MCU is that it took its time with these characters, setting them up completely separate from each other before doing the team up, as opposed to doing it all at once. Another thing is Marvel are holding on to the fact that their source material originated as comic books for kids, and thus the movies still have some fun and humour with them, while DC are really going adult with all their stuff if Man of Steel is anything to go by. Spoiler, Superman snaps Zod's fucking neck! Then again, maybe that's the way to go with this stuff after Nolan's Batman trilogy was so cool being serious about this stuff. But then again, Batman has always been more realistic than anything else, what with his rogues gallery being given mental disorders as opposed to superpowers, and those movies aren't even being counted in any of the new stuff, despite Nolan being involved in both. So, I don't know. But I don't really care anyway. And now for the real hatred of this episode, the Amazing Spider-Man. God, did I hate TASM too. So far they've fucked up every major element of the Spider-Man universe, and I know I should put up a spoiler warning here, but I really don't give a shit. Peter Parker is not a nerd here. He's supposed to be, but he's not. Both major character-defining losses in Peter's life. Uncle Ben being the result of Peter being whiny instead of selfish, and I actually laughed at Gwen's death. Do you see what's wrong there? The idea of a major universe where Spider-Man is just one guy in a big dangerous world, now everything was already connected to Peter before Spider-Man was even born. The long-running rivalry between Spidey and the Green Goblin, Harry Osborn had absolutely no motivation for what he did to Gwen, especially since his goblinness was only temporary. Electro also had no motivation outside of the same one that every fanboy ever snubbed for an autograph would have, and now he's dead, leaving an opening for the Sinister Six in upcoming films, meaning even more characters get to be butt-fucked. I could go on and on about what's wrong with this series, but I really shouldn't for fear of a brain aneurysm. I will give this series one thing though. Focusing on a group of villains as opposed to heroes is actually an interesting way to contrast themselves to the way that Marvel are doing things, but they still aren't actually giving their villains anything good in the way of personality or motivation. In fact, they're doing it even worse by giving them no personality or motivation, because now they're all just hired goons in suits, apparently. One of my favourite things about the whole Marvel enterprise is that for the most part, these are smart action films. The keyword is smart. Most action films these days... Fuck it. Most films these days are dumb, mindless trash. There's nothing wrong with dumb and mindless every once in a while, but for the last few years I've just kept seeing smart films being overshadowed by lowest common denominator tripe, and the Marvel movies have been both hugely successful and smart. It can be done. To be clear, I am talking box office success, because for most of the people making these movies, that's the main priority. Not critical praise or public opinion, but money. So I beg you all to think before going to the movies. If you watch a trailer or see a poster and think, that might be good, just wait for the DVD and only spend your money at the cinemas on movies you know will be good and / or morally agree to supporting beforehand. Please.
Plop.
And I actually laughed at Gwen's death. Hello? Do you see what's wrong here? Oh, now I'm getting into my crazies. But I really can't for brain of a aneurysm. Brain of a fear aneurysm. I mean, seriously, what the fuck was with the rhino? And speaking of moral support, check me out.